What's up guys, and welcome to Worms Battlegrounds. This is a PS4 game, the first ever next-gen Worms game. It came out earlier this week on PlayStation 4, and it's pretty good so far. It is $25, which is actually a little bit of a steep asking price. I'll get into that in a little bit, but this actually has a surprising amount of depth. You have a lot of things, so why don't we get into it? We have our local play, and this is where we can find things like if you don't have an online mode, you will only have single player, you can do that here. We can play versus mode, which is with a friend with another controller, or with AI. We have a story mode, which is pretty cool. I'm going to play a level of that. And then Worm Ops. Worm Ops is basically you have different enemies you have to kill, and the faster you do it, the higher your, it's about time. You got to do it as fast as possible to get on the leaderboards, which you can see here. And then it's retrieving stats, and of course, all these different leaderboards and stats like that. So you want to get your name high on the leaderboards. This is a good game to do it. And then you have your PlayStation Network, and this is where I want to warn you guys because this game is PS Plus Online only. Of course, we've heard that from other games. There's different games on PS4 that you can only play online if you have PlayStation Plus, and this is one of them. Now, you can go and create a quick match, a ranked match, different kinds of online matches to play against players, and, sort of show off your skills, try to beat other people, and then we have the Battlegrounds mode. Now, Battlegrounds is sort of similar, but it has to do with clans. You have to have a clan with your friends, and that will, then you can battle with other clans. So it's a very, very high skill, high ranking. You have to have a group of friends who are serious about the game and serious about, becoming a good team for this. So it's a competitive sort of esports kind of thing. And then we have our customization, and the customization is actually pretty cool. We can customize our worms, and we can customize the name. My team is the Stripes, obviously. We can name the worms. Oh, not this one. This one, we can name the worms whatever we want. We can customize how the worms look. But I'll get into this a little more in depth after we try out some of the local play. So why don't we go into the story mode, and I'm going to sort of show off the story mode first.
Crates. When I liberated the holy effigy of eternal life from the gentle guardian monks of immortality, I found they were keeping it in a ruddy crate. Well, may they rest in peace. Anywho, I've had my butler airdrop in 3 crates packed with useful goodies for you. You'd best get to them before the other lot do. Oh, and it goes without saying, enemy worms, breathing, alter that.
Okay, so we have this little commentator, this person who talked is actually a very big part of the story. She'll lead us on and tell us where to go, what to do, all that kind of stuff. And a nice voice, very funny dialogue. But this is obviously our map. This is where we're going to go to different levels and go through the story mode. Very nicely detailed, I like the art on it. So let's go into this one. Now, there's sort of something interesting from the few levels I've played of story mode so far, is that it sort of seems more linear than your average game of Worms. Usually, it's all about the arena and it's trying to kill your opponents, but it seems like in this one, you actually have a linear world to follow, sort of, kind of. Of course, it's still in an arena as we zoom out here, but we sort of have a specific path we need to follow. We have checkpoints like this we have to reach, and, it's a little different. It's all around. Okay, so it looks like there's a guy in there, and how am I going to get to him? I can pull up circle, and I can see all the different moves I have available to me. Maybe I could place some dynamite down there? I'm really not sure what I'm looking to do here. What happens if I run over this dynamite, or not this dynamite, but this mine, and then just try to run away? Oh, I didn't run away fast enough, that's what happens. Okay, now it's his turn. What is he gonna do? How is he gonna get out of there? But if you don't know what Worms is, maybe this is a great game to introduce you to it. Basically, you have, you are playing as worms against a different team of worms, and your goal is to strategically kill them. We also do have occasional of these green guys, which they seem to just tell you things, guide you to where you're supposed to be, but they don't actually, have any importance beyond that. Let me try to throw a grenade all up in his face. Ooh, will that get him? Yeah, it will. And that'll kill him. Awesome. So, our goal is still to kill all the worms, but it's just the design of the levels is different.
Oh, now that is clever. Mesmer has used a stone carrot to telepathically link each of the 4 enemy worms to the 4 doorways. They are living locks. Eliminate the living locks to open the doors.
And we have certain scenarios like this that we would not see in the actual game itself. Okay, we're finding his Grig. Is this me now? No, this is the enemy. Okay. And he just seems to be doing the jump rope, which basically is an idle thing from what I've gathered. Okay, so we just sort of want to make our way through. We want to pick up this item, see where this might get us. An electromagnet. I'm not exactly sure what this... Oh, I know what this one is, actually. So I can place this down. Repel and attract. Okay, so basically, this will attract or repel things depending on how we put it down. So if I wanted to be safe, no missiles or anything attacking me, I place this down, and it'll block off that kind of stuff. And luckily here, it made the mine attracted to this guy, blowing him into smithereens. That's good, and there's different little strategies like that we're going to have to pay attention to. And this does thoroughly teach you how to play the game effectively, so maybe you just don't have online mode right now, but you still want to play Worms, you can, and you can learn about the game while doing it. And I think that's a nice feature. I haven't played a ton of Worms games to know if every Worms game has a story mode. I really have no idea, but I know that this one does, so it's pretty cool. This guy's just still going to stay idle. Alright, my turn now. There's a blowtorch in there. So, more things about Worms if you don't know. We are in an arena. If you get knocked out of this arena, like maybe I blast my way down here and then you see this sort of blue watery abyss. If you fall in that, you're done for. And when your worm dies, it never comes back. So you have to deal with some sacrifices. It looks like I'm supposed to come down here, get this torch, and maybe climb back up. Can I make this jump? Yes, I can. I'm playing this one as a scout. You might have noticed some of the worms have different sizes, and they do have different characteristics. I'm not sure as to all the specific details on the characteristics, but I know, like, for example, the scout is much smaller, he moves much faster, he doesn't set off mines, things like that. I'll torch my way through here. Maybe I can sneak up on this guy. Oop, I'm out of time, though. Hopefully he doesn't try to attack me in this next turn. It might not be his turn, though. Oh, it is his turn. Oh, no. What is he gonna do? He's gonna throw a grenade at me. Ooh, that's gonna hit me, too, right on the head. Ouch. How much damage is that going to do? None? Really? I don't think that's true. Okay, so it's my turn over here now. Where am I after? I feel like I just need to get this guy, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure this grayish rock stuff that we're on right now, I'm pretty sure you can't make your way through it. There's only one way to figure out. Here, there's something very helpful. I can press my touchpad, and I can put it to a specific thing, so it's like now I don't have to bring up that menu. I can just swipe down, get my parachute, swipe left, I get my my jetpack, but it doesn't seem to want to work to my fingers right now. Okay, so I can do a little bit of this, but yeah, obviously it doesn't work on this rock for whatever reason. Okay. So what is he going to do? How is he going to get himself out of there? If he will ever bother. Nope, he's just going to keep jumping rope. What a stinker. Okay, Girder. Where is he off to now? Where's the best spot for him? He wants to make his way over there to the little box. Seems simple enough. This guy's very big. He moves very, very slowly. Let me see if I can pull up the jetpack. Do we have the jetpack? We don't, actually. So I'm not exactly sure if I can make this jump, but there's only one way to find out. No. Darn, I was so close. Maybe I could try that again. If I have enough time. Come on, no. Ah, man, I don't know. Let me try this once more. No, there's no way. Actually, no, it's so close. I guess I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this guy right now, then. There's no way I'm getting up there. I'll try once more if I have the time, but I don't think I do. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. Okay, his time's out. He's done. So you guys are getting the idea of the story mode. This is, you know, exactly what goes on, and we just keep doing this until we kill everybody on screen. And hopefully this guy doesn't murder me. Whoa, what just happened? I swear I just saw something weird just fly up. Okay, that didn't work out too well for him. Maybe I can kill him this turn? No, it's not his turn. Alright then, where am I going? What am I up to? I'll go over there then. Looks like my next thing to do. And this is Worms. This is, you know, a strategic game. you know, there's been a million Worms games, so this isn't like huge news that this is out. It's interesting that it was a PS4 exclusive. As of right now, I can't find really too much news on this if it's coming out for different consoles, but for right now, it's only PS4. That's gonna be Fire Punch. Awesome. I still have no idea how to get through this rock, though. Okay, now it's this guy's turn. Back to the scout. I'm gonna make my way up here and kill that guy off. He doesn't have much health, so I'm not that worried. I'll use my Uzi and just kill him. Ooh, I might deal enough damage here. Oh, 16. That stinks. So close yet so far. He's gonna throw a grenade up. Oh no! No! And that did very little damage. I don't know why he keeps using that. He's not a very smart worm. Can I blow this up somehow? I doubt that. Only one way to find out though, right? Yeah, that doesn't work out too well. Okay then. But we get the idea here. You know, we keep playing until they are dead. We're actually going to go now, and we're going to check out some of the other levels. So Worm Ops is exactly what I said. We have a set of worms that we have to kill in a certain amount of time. I won't show it off because it's very obvious what it is. We are going to go to the customization now, though. And we can check out different things. We can customize our worms. Basically, we can customize their outfit. And we have a lot of cool little doodads that I'm hoping that we unlock more of, because this is just stuff I've already had unlocked as opening the game. So hopefully there's more to have after you play some more. A lot of cool little things in here. The only thing that sort of stinks is that this outfit applies to all your worms. It would be cool if each worm had a different outfit. I feel like that would be the coolest option, but that's not exactly what happens. Put on these cool Kanye shades with the Hitler stash. Alright then, but we also have our trinkets, and these are just random items that they pull out sometimes. I don't really know why. They don't have too much of an extended use. And you can pull them out. I pulled up the microphone because it fits me the most doing this commentary stuff. And then we have our gravestone, of course, when our poor worm gets obliterated, dies, you know, bites to dust. We can put some type of gravestone. They're all very cool, very art style. I like this rocket ship. I'm going to stick with this one. And then we have our victory dance. You know, get some boogie down when we win. And then we also have our sound bank. We can choose different voices for them. I love the movie trailer one. And I like it. It's very, very cool. You know, the little details that you can make your own here. And then we can set our fort. I'm not entirely sure what this is. It hasn't explained it to me. And then we can edit our team, edit game settings, just different little options. And it's fun to have this little bit of customizability. And this is basically it. You know, you have a pretty in-depth worm game. This is Worms Battleground, available right now on PlayStation 4. Feel free to check it out in the link in the description. And if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to give it a like. I always appreciate your support, and it helps grow the channel so that more people can find it and enjoy the videos. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.